gone on by 23 Savage. Has the right clicks, and the adaptive strike actually is enough damage. So nice kill for 23. And he'll go back to farming. Currently the charge
tower has fallen.
You've submitted a certain voice line many a time. You've tried for years.
They keep telling me not to
get a belt
now
into the game.
It's just a meme. Siamese Cat looks like he is gonna go down the Sleight of Fist of Makoto. See if they can turn this into a tier 1 in the top lane. Looks like after the fortification they'll be able to do so uncontested.
Good pacing from Talon here. I think this is where you want to be in this game. You don't have to have a big lead. You just need to make sure Morphling's having a good game. He's going to make Luna's life miserable later on with an Ags. And your Ember has, sure, he's 6th on net worth, but the gap to Lesh is insignificant. So I think you've got through what was supposed to be one of the harder parts of the game already. You've handled that very well. Now it's a matter of how do you capitalize? Do you get the mid tower now with some sort of rotation from Timbersaw? Are you just happy to still farm a bit? As we talked about, some big stacks were taken as well by the Timber, so he should be getting pretty close to...
Yeah, Aster are continuing Roche now, and by the fountain, Monet, or the... whatever that thing's called. The tulips, the flowers. Sumail does get the split arm off onto the Morphling. Breaking Savage continuing to get the... Yes, he does get the Aegis in the end. And now that BKB popped by Monet, they're fighting around this tombstone, and it's actually grabbed an ally. It got really fat all of a sudden. It was the Undying himself. And somehow nobody has died yet. Waveform in from 23 Savage. Adaptive Strike not quite enough. Arcane Bolt is coming for the Doom, but he will likely survive. And 23 Savage and company, they will be able to take out Sumail, but it's going to be the cost for their Ember. That's not Baboka falls as well. Jabs has the Chakram coming out. 23 Savage actually pins them against the wall. Triple kill for Jabs as he comes in and finishes the job. 4 dead. They lose their Ember, but everything else, including the Aegis.
Just so much of that is the ward they have here. They saw the exact approach angle that Aster was taking. They saw the Undying go into the tree, so they immediately flush him out. And they see Lesh the entirety of the engagement. They get the Morph off as well because of this ward. You see this try here, but very nice lift from Ollie, just delaying things. No BKB on the Doom to be seen, so... it's difficult. Sumail's trying to run away, but he's just going to get chased until he dies here.
Siamese Cat went into the tombstone for some reason. I don't even know why. I think he might have missed. And Sumail has Shard as well, so the Split Earth is going to be really annoying. Well, they're going to run right into Sumail. Stunlock and the Doom. They're trying to get this Timbersaw. He pops that active armor. He's going to blow up here very shortly, but he's not going to be near anybody. And kaboom.
All right, they got Ollie. That's a good start for Aster.
That nice stomp coming out from XXS. They will be able to bring down Timbersaw with the help of the Doom ultimate. And now Q getting chased down, but man, this Skywrath is fast. How many shields of Scion stacks does he have? Not enough to survive this. As a triple kill for Sumail. So nice aggressive play from Aster.
Yep. Talon just got... I mean, again, when I say the world is their oyster, it's mainly about are the heroes placed correctly relative to each other. I think the dream scenario for Aster is exactly what happened there. You find the Rubik and you kill him first, so he can't save the others with telekinesis, because any core you're going to go on, if they get Glimmer, telekinesis away and just run, it's already going to be awkward for Aster. And obviously a big part of that play as well, the Morph was on the complete opposite side of the map. So if he could have helped there, I think, imagine Morph is hard.
They do. He still has that shield rune at half capacity. Split Earth actually does hit all. He's going to telekinesis himself. But there's the Doom. It actually gets reflected. So 2 players doomed right now as the reactive armor is popped. Sumail's melting though, even with the BKB. Bloodstone healing up a little bit. He does get healed by Siamese Cat and will live as a result, but has to kind of reset completely. As Monet is bursted down by Jabs as the Doom finally dissipates on him. And Jabs is going to bring everything into the corner again as XXS drops to the deck. Sumail is next. 3 dead for Aster, which looked like a pretty good fight outright. But that reflected Doom absolutely decimated them.
Yeah, you take Doom.
Reflect here, have the connection here. The double Mystic Flare. Sumail will lift the initial onslaught. Pops the BKB. 23 Savage might expend his BKB here. Grab ally available to Aster, but refusing to use it. The Doom died without using ult. No buyback at all. Grab ally still there, of course. You can see the arrow pointing at it. Wanting somebody to go inside. Many treasures lie beneath the tombstone.
Oh, when you go and grab, there should be like a mini game like Indiana Jones when you're inside.
You've never seen that movie.
Oh.
21k lead for Talon as now the second set of racks have come and will soon be gone. Although he loses his Luna form, so this will go a little bit slower.
It's a good slight change here. I actually thought they were going to pounce on this. There's no Lesh BKB. Makoto got a double chain, but also fine with this from Talon. Just play it safe. Just keep sieging. Poke and prod.
Split Earth comes out again. It will continue to grow. Range Rax is dead. One more melee stands between Mega Creeps and not. Just like every other game of Dota.
Good one.
And that's Mega Creeps. So Talon, I mean, Aster can't fight without Doom, so it's understandable that they would have to trunk. Another Split Earth comes out as Aster refused to give this up, but they just can't do enough damage to even take this Morphling one time. Sumail in a 1v1 battle with 23 Savage pops the Bloodstone. Waveform, it actually hits the Split Earth. Very nice prediction, but Sumail will be forced to TP out, but the Lucent Beam will cancel it, and 23 Savage got his second life back. XXX, okay, he actually gets the Doom on the correct Morphling, but it's going to likely cost him his life, if not more. Grab ally still available, but refuses to be used. And eventually the tombstone is brought down, and the hopes and dreams of game one of Aster.
Boca.
Okay, the Rolling Thunder actually completely misses, but Boca, who stays alive a little bit longer, but finally does fall. Here comes the Flesh Golem plus Sumail. Doesn't look like Aster wants to commit, though. They have lost their Enchantress already, as 23 Savage shows up in addition.
He is just completely untouched this game. There's been no pressure on this.
0, and 1 PL. Yeah.
He just gets to farm. Aster seemed content to just move around the map, and I don't really get the vibe that they're really forcing anything much of the time so far in this series. Similar to last game, I guess they were like 5-man smoking a couple of times because out of necessity, but not. Smoke breaks.
Yeah, and it has broken. XXS jumps in, going for the Rubik first. Rolling Thunder is there. Will connect on the Doom. Can he get his ultimate off? He does. It's on the blade-mailed Timber Saw, though. Buyback now into the Rubik, and Talon has to run away and at least reset. But now that Rush is at half HP, that opens up Aster's possibilities for taking it themselves. Wash is pretty big.
They have no Doom and they have no Tombstone. These are two really, really big spells to expend there to only kill a Rubik.
True.
I think Talon should be happy with this. If they just get their resources back up and running, I think you can go in the pit again. Killing Timbersaw is going to prove to be really tricky if he gets back up to full health somehow. I don't know if they have a way of accomplishing that, but just time will do it.
To the pit they go. They scout it out with a power shot. The Ogre Creep is coming. Watch out for that Ogre Creep. Flesh Golem as well. Decay, but will that be enough to dissuade Talon to get out of the pit? Indeed it does for the time being, but there's the last initiation onto the Undying. Siamese Cat in the pit. He's going to get bashed by Roche if he's not careful. Flame Break as well. He is finally taken out by the swash of Makoto. And Sumail, remember, he still has Sonic Wave, so this is a way to finish off Roche and try to steal the Aegis. As long as they have vision in the pit to time it correctly.
This is
buyback now onto Siamese Cat.
For Aster. They keep walking in circles. They don't really know how to approach the fight now that they don't have Doom. Talon are taking full advantage of this, just playing around the outskirts.
Yeah, it's hard to get vision in this pit as well. The Tombstone, though, placed on the other side as Ollie actually jumps in, but he gets stunned immediately. Infernal Bladed as well, and is actually Focus Fire brought down to his knees. There's the Sonic Wave on the two members of Talon, but the Rolling Thunder continues, and it looks like the Wind Ranger is going to get blown up to start this fight. Now Siamese Cat looks to be next on the list, but the Penguin does get killed as well, as 23 Savage getting extremely low doppelgangs to safety, but Boca faithful to death, but Sumail finally finishes off the pesky Phantom Lancer. Does have buyback on 23 Savage, though. The Doom, after all of this is said and done, is back again and used again onto Jab.
Can I kill him?
He's in the pit, so some cover is made here. Makoto goes in with the swashbuckle, no mana hat, all onto Sumail. Timber Chain destroys him. XSS with the help of the Impetus onto Makoto. Is he gonna live? The swashbuckle kills him, and Roche takes him out in turn. Everybody's getting involved in into this fight. Jabs trying to finish off the Boca with the help of Ollie. He used the lasso pretty much.
It would not have happened like that in the old room.
Yeah, oh, instant BKB, but he had the lasso onto the Undying. He's going to die right off the bat. Another Doom on top of Jabs, who's just going to try to walk it off because Makoto's made a lot of space with this Rolling Thunder.
And Rubik stole Scorched Earth.
Okay, good one.
I should have said Doom. You would have just believed me.
I would have.
Yeah.
Why would you lie about something like that?
I mean, honestly, Q is really fun. This Linken's is actually kind of a big problem for Aster to deal with. He's just blinking and lassoing someone, and they can't shackle shot him.
Roshan,
Remember when everything broke trees except Macropyre, which literally burns everything its way?
Siamese Cat's gonna be spotted out. Jabs takes an impetus for his efforts. He's gonna get stopped as well. He gets off the reactive armor just in time. Pops the blade mail as well, but he is doomed again. This time they might actually have enough damage as the Rolling Thunder from Makoto doing so much work in addition to the lasso. That is likely to be enough. Indeed it is to take out Monet. So it's a 1-for-1, but Monet actually buys back. Jabs does not have that option. Sumail in the trees. He's getting drained of all his mana. 23 Savage is the only one going for him, though. Oh, he's going to get shackled, though. The focus fires out. 23 Savage dies out of nowhere. Buys back.
It's time to get the hell out.
And Roche is coming. Watch out.
They cannot kill PL a second time. They don't have focus fire and they don't have Sumail. So they're going to dip together with Roche. Everybody goes on a
23 Savage is going to greet them from the other side. Shackle does hit, but now, oh man, look at that gap close. Baboka brought back with the flame break and brought down to the grave. Siamese Cat will concede it.
Honestly, not that bad for Aster. I think the way they isolated and blew up the Timber there was crucial. He did not get Linken's in time by the bat. I wonder if there was a way there for... This is going to be really difficult for Aster. Like, how do you output enough damage to truly bully 23 out of your base? There's all the protection in the world sitting behind him. Telekinesis from the...
There's Martyrdom. It's activated, Cinder. That's the purple.
Oh, it looks cool.
Undying also took that.
Very pretty.
Makoto.
Doom is trying to exit the game. Bottom.
So is that where you break your items? There's the initiation. Double force that with the lasso puts Enchantress on the wrong side. But Boca does have buyback available. I don't know how they defend without Doom, though, so this will be conceded. Although they do fortify, and there is backdoor protection. Rolling Thunder, though. There's the roll-up as well. Delicious, fruity roll-up. But he's able to be pushed away, so unable to find real good connection. So this will be a second set of racks regardless. And Talon have their sights set on Megas. And they have their sights set on a 2-0. Can Aster do anything about it? There's the focus fire to 23. BKB popped by Monet. He needs to go in a little deeper, but not sure if he's going to find the connection. And it's just the Aegis they're trying to get through as well, with 44 seconds remaining on it. And you can see 23 Savage like, please, kill me! Kill me!
It's not fun when he wants it, though, so they back off.
Yeah, apparently. Rolling Thunder initiation. Doom goes off a little bit too late. XXS not able to find any type of connection. Focus fire onto Makoto, but he's going to roll away. A couple impetuses are hitting him as well, but it looks like a reset here from Talon, but they know that Doom is down. Focus fire is down as well. XXS, he gets the refresher up. Another Doom, but these are just illusions. XXS. Oh no, Aster getting baited hard, and that means Talon can go back in, but Doom is still up, so he timber chains right into it for some reason. Sonic Wave to follow. Jabs gets force stacked. Looks like he's going to timber chain to safety. There is the initiation finally onto Sumail, who dies. Has to buy back now.
Consolation engaged so that XXS doesn't feel so bad about it. You know, he's like, you hit me. He did bait him out. Honestly, that looked kind of reckless from Jabs, but he did survive it. It was kind of close, but he baited them in.
They have the vision. Baboka goes down.
So it worked out for him in the end. Like, he ended up tanking a crap ton of spells and just buying time for the 25.
Yeah. And the best time to fight is actually, maybe now. Monet, focus fires there. Gleipnir connects onto 23 Savage as well. He's going to continue to get chased by the Wind Ranger, but has to reset now. And there's the lasso onto Sumail. He's completely surrounded, but blinks out with help from that Lotus.
Sprites are with us.
And all the while, Doom does not have his ult, has not used the refresher. Looks like Baboka is going to be the first to be cleaned up. Gleipnir holding 23 Savage in place again. This is the last remaining barracks here for Aster, and there's the buyback. On a Baboka, 23 Savage getting controlled now. Shackle on the 2. Focus fire as well. And there's a Sonic Wave only on the 1, but it is Makoto, and it's a very valuable kill at that. Reactive armor. It's going to blow up and do almost no damage. As Jabs now kind of stuck in the corner. Actually will eat the cheese, so we'll survive a little bit longer, but there is the AoE XXS Doom. Doppelganger coming out. He's actually chasing. He wants to die with his Aegis. He'll get the Doom first. Aegis still remains. And another blast up comes out, this time onto Sumail.
No buyback.
No buyback at all. Second Doom from XXS. He'll be able to finish off the Timbersaw. Will buy back into the game now. Makoto, this will be a huge kill. They're able to get it. They do. Pango diebacks. Now the PL, he's completely out of mana. XXS forced to TP away. This should open it up for the mega creeps for Talon, despite not having their Pango. And it indeed will be the case. Another missed Timber Chain from Jabs, despite there being an entire forest of trees right there. As the Ancient is now completely exposed, and 23 Savage can just right-click away, knowing that Sumail cannot buy back. They're losing a lot of the damage, but Monet gets off the... Okay, Jabs actually is going to die back as well. And 23 Savage trying to finish this game, despite not having 2 of his cores in the game. He's completely out of mana, still the Aegis intact for 45 seconds, so probably can just right-click the Ancient.